Hello! It is Tuesday, May 10th, 9 p.m. It is Puzzle Day in America, and this is Josh Solves with Friends. Welcome. This is on 2MB Studios, and how you doing out there, chat? How's it going? We're going to solve some pretty good puzzles today. I'm pretty excited about it. Um, yeah, not a lot to get to in the intro. The people who are watching this afterwards, as always, thank you. Um, the only plugs I have are the usual plugs. JoshSolves.com. I have put up a new puzzle since we spoke last, May 5th. It is called Well, Well, Well. There's a well in the center of the puzzle. Uh, it's a tricky one. I'm not gonna lie. It is a tricky one, but I enjoy it quite a bit, and I hope that you do as well. Um, yeah. Ender says it's demonic. I think that it's tricky and lots of fun, but your mileage may vary. I understand that different people have different responses to different things, and I'm not here to tell you that my view on it is right and that yours is wrong. um, let's get. It was a good puzzle. Thank you. It's just also demonic. That's fair. That's fair. The fucking puns, dude. Yep. Yeah, I do have a lot of them in there. All right, let's get right to it, shall we? We have some fun stuff to do today, and we have one of my favorite people to do it. Someone who has been on the show more times than anyone else. My best friend and yours, Mr. Brandon Rahhal. How's it going, Brandon?
Hey everybody, it's going good. It's going good. I'm in a pretty good mood.
What are the vibe checks? So I actually didn't give out my vibes at the beginning, but what vibes are you coming in with, Brandon?
I'm feeling kind of mellow considering I have two conflicting thoughts in my head, which are I think I'm having a pretty good time like easing into the rigors of my complex job, and I am looking for a job. I can say that. I think I can say that because I don't know if I don't think anybody that I interact with at work is watching the stream. But if they are, cats out of the
bag. Yeah. Okay. So you think you're getting better at it, and also maybe it's not the right place.
Yeah, I think we don't need to air out all of my personal grievances, but my therapist was saying like you don't have to take a job because you're looking. You're allowed to look, which has historically for me never been the case. I only look when I feel like something is wrong.
Oh, when you definitely want to. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's never occurred to me to be like, well, I'm doing fine, but let's see what else is out there. Like there's a certain sort of finality, I think, to like there's an end goal of interviewing, right? Yeah.
I mean, there's lots more we could talk. Lambda in chat says safe space, and they are correct.
And honestly, I very much appreciate it. I think that's probably why I'm feeling pretty loose, because I'm just like, I get to do Josh Solves. Like it's a nice little dopamine burst. So
yeah. So those are vibes to come in with. I am coming in with vibes of just it's Tuesday and I'm done with this week already. I have some important things to do later this week, and some important things that needed to get done today, and blah blah blah. There's just being an adult is hard sometimes, and that's the energy I'm coming in with. And so the vibes that I want to come out with are a little bit less feeling like I'm an adult, a little bit more joy, and all of that.
I have been finding it difficult to keep the kid inside alive, which is a bummer because it's right there in my wedding contract. I mean, if you think of the vows as a contract, they're like a promise.
Depending on the wedding, sometimes it is more of a legal contract as well.
Mm.
Um, all right, so joshsolves.com, joshsolves.com, joshsolves.com. Anyway, we're going to do a puzzle. Well, you know what? I brought this up. Doubling Season is a Magic the Gathering card that says if an effect would create one or more tokens under your control, it creates twice as many. And again, with counters, it creates twice as many. So that is a card Doubling Season. And I bring this up because it is also the name of the puzzle that we are starting with tonight.
Tacho.
Yeah, so
Does it double the number of tachos you get in order?
I mean, this is Tacho's second puzzle. Christian, this is off of Christian, also known as Scatter, their crossword blog. And yeah, Tacho is somebody that I know from around the Twitch universe. Wonderful human. And so this being just his second puzzle, I was intrigued. And then this puzzle is called Doubling Season after an iconic and much too expensive Magic card. Because it has double the constructors, double the themes, and probably the same amount of fun.
Oh no,
Thanks.
The fun to constructor ratio has been sliced in half.
Yeah, well, at least it's being honest. Yeah, and thanks to Slugbiker for the helpful test solve. Slugbiker is somebody else that I know from the Twitches and is lovely as well. So all good humans associated with this thing.
Awesome.
Let's get
Is
started.
there a way to make this bigger? I can't tell if it's my screen, but I feel like I'm squinting here. I'm just looking at my little window here. I'm like, how do I make this?
There we go.
Bigger?
There we go. We're much bigger. All right. So, video game character that did a gender reveal way before it was trendy.
Samus Aran.
Ooh,
I didn't know. I was looking at that. I saw it early in our little discussion. I was like, it's never going to occur to me. Sam Us with a U.
It is you.
And as soon as you read it out loud, it's exactly that. Yeah. I was actually playing Metroid Dread.
You were playing Metroid recently?
I was playing Metroid Dread. This is not Josh plays and discusses video games. It's a good game. I don't think it's $60 good, but it's quite good.
Fair enough. What Jason Biggs' character, I have no idea what his name is, but what other movies has Jason Biggs been in, is told third base feels like, but with the dial turned up. So is that hot apple pie?
Yeah.
Instead of warm apple pie?
Sure.
I believe that's the American, the titular American Pie movies.
Really, what else is he like? I'd be hard pressed to name another film.
I got nothing. Field for those stuck in the Matrix.
Question mark, yeah.
Question mark, so probably punny. And this one I don't have.
Is this like a programming thing?
I mean, Matrix
like a
definitely
mathematical array.
Well, it definitely makes me think about like Excel functions or something like that.
Yeah.
As opposed to the movie The Matrix.
Like pivot table something. Yeah.
Right. But yeah, let's get some downs.
Okay.
When I was just a baby, my mama told me, blank, always be a good boy. Don't ever play with guns. Should have stuck to that advice, Johnny. Son, always be a good boy and never play with guns. Had some poutine, say. 8.
Yeah. I really wish that said et, but... Yeah.
8. Just EHTE.
Et that poutine.
Type of city Kendrick Lamar grew up in, not to be confused with the nonprofit striving for stricter impaired driving policies. I believe that is MAD with double D. The U of UCB, where Amy
That would
Poehler
be
and Ellie Kemper both cut their teeth, among others.
right.
Upright.
You.
Citizens Brigade. For some reason, they feel like people need to pay to be on stage as opposed to get paid. Never quite understood that one. With one's head further in the clouds.
I think this is spacier.
Spacier. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Music instruction that apparently means to play fast, quick, and bright. Two of those words have the same meaning, and the other one describes a totally different thing. But I guess old-ass Italians know better than I do.
Is it allegro?
It might be. I mean...
I think it might be A-L... Well, we're going to have to correct something. So I think it might be A-L-E-G. No, never mind, because I like that dice too much.
Yeah, I mean, musician plays at gig. And from Arrested Development, her. I don't understand that clue, but
I think that might have been a character that no one could remember her name, so they just called her.
That would make sense.
Someone in the chat will fill us in. Dicey? Wait.
Egg. Which one's egg? Ansel.
Dices. Dices.
Yeah. Numbered cubes you might use for a board game. And that's not how that works. Cut some an onion or something, I guess. Dices, yes. Rules for the NBA dictating court size, for example.
Regs, yeah.
Yeah.
As in regulations.
Yeah.
I just wish they had something keying in like that this was an abbreviation, but...
Well, that's the EG.
Sure.
Field for those stuck in the Matrix. Nope. Still don't know that. PlayStation game, Ape Escape. Okay, so is this something algebra? What's the point of writing? Nib?
It's a nib, yeah. Favorite clue so far.
Samus
Aran comes in close second, but for some reason nib just... What's the point of Oh my goodness.
Blows it is heirs. I don't want to do it.
He's just
ACK, I don't know. Record label that ranges from ASAP to ZZ. I believe that is RCA. Brief. I don't want to do it. Ace. Brief time, briefly. I would think this would be SEC.
Wait, something. I can't see the clue. 20 across. For some reason, I can't see it when it's
just. It's up top, right above the.
Oh, okay, that'll work.
Yeah.
SEC. Yeah.
Right. So that's SEC, but then maybe it's not RCA. I don't want to do it. Ace doesn't make a ton of sense to me. I thought that was RCA though. Who? Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to do it.
There's something slightly clever about this that we're missing.
Yeah. All right, let's try these.
Let's keep rolling around,
yeah. One of 5 things found in the teeth of this grid, or one of 5 variants of a card represented by the circled squares. Okay, that's going to be a lot of things we don't have. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's keep working around.
Strip of leather. That's a strop. Yes.
Is that a take a drink? You think?
That is take a drink. Yeah.
I'm gonna do it right against the mic. Yeah. What are you drinking tonight? If we're allowed to say brand names and things.
Oh, sure. Yeah. No, of course. I'm drinking a Sam Adams Porch Rocker, the only shandy that I will actually buy for myself. I'll drink other shandies, but this one I'll actually pay for.
Yeah, it's got the matrix right. They make I think they make a shandy and porch rocker, and porch rocker's the better shandy. I was recently at one of the Wachusett breweries in Fitchburg, and I picked up a 12 pack of these delicious blood orange ales.
Fun.
Yeah.
Metallic shade that is close to cerulean.
Is cerulean blue or green?
I thought it was. I think cerulean is sort of a blue green. Yes.
Okay. So
I've seen it used to describe seas mostly.
yeah,
I don't know though. Like
let's
metallic shade. Yeah, I don't know. Had its first night on Broadway.
premiered, and little fun cute thing that's going to end in red, a color of magic in the teeth. I think that's.
Uh-huh.
Is it not
And
going to do that? Yeah.
premier red. Oh,
Oh, the teeth are long.
the teeth are longer than I
E
thought.
R E D.
It's
Premiered.
yeah, I was gonna say. I'm like, that's good though. And Ansel says
Something
steel
blue.
blue,
Steel blue. Yeah.
which I like a lot more with that. So yeah, this is probably
Yeah.
a color,
A color. Yeah.
you know.
Um, I'm gonna call this, and this
Yeah,
could have happened randomly, but I'm gonna guess that the colors line up in same's opposites order from a magic card. So blue and red, I think, are opposite, like they're competing
sure,
colors in a magic card.
right. And so what
So
goes to both of them?
between
Black?
green,
No, green and blue are opposites.
is it
Black
black?
goes,
Black
yeah,
blue
black,
match. Yeah.
black, blue. Yeah, so Magic the Gathering concept that's represented by this grid art. Black.
Yeah.
uh,
Yep.
what we want for the person reading this. Oh, I don't know. That's a level of meta
Fun
I don't have.
time.
Right,
Grow.
like
Yeah. Yeah. It's
fun had by
it'll get
all.
filled in.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
KRS-One blank Vivaldi on WGN Morning News. Title of an amazing YouTube video I found while mulling over how to word this clue. Okay.
Josh, you know how like I'll get a little rambly and I'll like explain things before I actually say things?
Uh-huh.
This this puzzle feels like a kindred spirit of sorts.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Um, where I place the coins so I don't get the ticket. I think that is
Demeter.
Demeter.
It's in Demeter.
And spelled the way that my old World of Warcraft character spelled it. A misunderstood tattoo reads, Die, Bart, die. No one speaks German could be an evil man.
That's fun. You just did a Simpsons puzzle recently.
I know. I just on Josh Solves on Sunday,
Yeah.
where I do things on my own Twitch channel. Yeah, there was a clue. There was a puzzle that every single clue was a quote from The Simpsons with a blank in it.
Yeah.
Much like this.
Yeah.
For every single clue, it was kind of amazing. You misunderstand me.
I meant.
Oh, yeah. That can make sense. So let's make sure. Blank MTN vowel eliding mixtape from Atlanta's Childish Gambino. I believe that is Stone Mountain. Just knowing him. um, It comes after sex with a group of 6. I believe that's going to be set, because I believe that is French, right? 1, 2, 12, 4, 5, 6. No, not French, actually. Maybe not. Maybe it's not set. Still don't know who that's going to be. Blank break. Drum section widely sampled in drum and bass jungle music.
I can't even think of a drum that is spelled like that.
Yeah. So let's see. Red is opposite from black and white. So
The clue is
green.
pea green.
Yeah, hue for, okay.
Or sugar snap being a type of.
Yes. All right. And so what they want apparently is well-being.
Sure.
Lovely. KRS-One. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be something specific that
I
I don't
refuse to
know.
look at the YouTube video, but if someone looked at it, said the clue and the answers, and cheated, I don't think I'd be that mad.
Oh gosh, no. No, if somebody finds the YouTube video, I would totally rewatch that. Members of a diaspora. Is that refugees?
It fits. No, wait, no.
No.
Refugees. We have 2
Yeah.
E's.
Yeah.
I'm
Team
sure
Mark McGwire played for when he surpassed Roger Maris's single-season home run record. That is St. Louis. Justice for Mark McGwire. He should be in the Hall of Fame. Type of school with a lot of pull.
Magnet school. It's funny because magnets have a pulling force, and also magnet schools. They're probably named. Okay, enough of that.
One of the ingredients of a pisco sour, I'm going to guess that is going to be an egg white.
Or any cocktail done with a flip.
18th century composer whose name is found in cochlear nerve. I guess that is Arne.
Yeah. I feel like they could have.
Oh, emigres.
It would have been totally fine if they just made that a cryptic clue and didn't explain it.
I mean,
or
that's what
did the
I
clue
would
as a cryptic and explain then that this is what a cryptic looks like. That's what I would have preferred.
Hog, dong, pecker, etc. Is this going to be like something meat? Probably. Mama follower is Mia. What the sculptor, the thinker might say. Hog, dong, pecker. New meat? I don't know.
Stew meat? No, it's not enough. Okay, it's with
17 down. Instruction found on many Magic the Gathering cards.
Choose a color.
Yes, choose a color. Some meat.
Some meat. They've brought enough joy to me doing this puzzle that I'm going to let that one slide.
You're 1 year older today. HBD.
Okay. So, my wife really likes cards. I'm not a huge fan of them because it's like, here's $8 for something that is basically deferred trash. But it's the thought that counts. Mm-hmm. So occasionally I have a message like, I think, well-meaning messages. I don't mean to be cynical about it, but one day I was rushed and I was like, okay, what do I got to do? Okay, I'm going to pick up this card. And it had a dog on it because she really likes dogs. And what I wrote in the card was dog card HBD Brandon.
How'd that go over?
You know what? We're still laughing about it to this day. It's one of my rare hits.
All right.
Lined
all right.
algebra.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, no, it must be MAAD, linear algebra.
Linear algebra. Okay.
Yeah, must be mad.
Sure.
I've always seen it as not to be. I see. I see where the problem is. Type of city Kendrick Lamar
that you
grew
got
up in is MAD, MAAD, not to be confused with MADD. All right, so we just have these last couple left here.
I'm assuming the drum break, whatever thing is that, starts with a vowel. So I'm just running like an amen.
I feel like
amen,
amen feels like the place to start, right?
KRS-One raps to Vivaldi. Tet
For that? Okay,
Tet,
and then we
okay.
thought this was ace, right? Oh no, we're close, but some are just. Oh, it's only over here.
Schmeat. So H.
I guess. Oh, is that Schmeat? Is that fake meat? Hog? No. Okay, no, that's just a dick joke that I don't fully understand.
I suppose we could Google it.
You know, I don't feel the need. An amen break. I guess that's
no.
yeah. KRS-One raps to Vivaldi on WGA Morning News.
That sounds like it'd be fun to listen to.
Right?
Yeah.
Somebody find that, and maybe we'll do that in between whatever we do next and the B.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we have two options for our main course tonight. It is only 9:30, so I feel like these are both legitimate options. We could either do this cryptic, or we could do this Sudoku. Which one are we feeling, do you think?
I'll tell you this. I know what I'm feeling, but should we allow the chat a vote? They're gonna be cranky if you say no. Now that I've brought it up, but
no, chat. Of course, when I say what are we thinking, I include chat among that. They are part of we.
I'll give them a few more seconds. I don't like to influence people by saying I think. I like to be very unobtrusive.
Yeah, so this is a Sudoku that Ansel wants what Brandon wants.
Yeah. I think I'm down for some numbers. I'll go ahead and jump in with that. I think I'm feeling wacky Sudoku. I've been wanting to do a wacky doku since you introduced them to me during the pandemic, and we haven't done one together in a while.
It's true. All right, so let's do that then. We have not done that on Josh Solves in quite some time.
If we're able to do it real quick, maybe we can sneak in another puzzle on the sly.
I'm betting we will be able to do at least something else. So yeah, the way that this one works is so it follows normal Sudoku rules. Normal Sudoku rules are that when you have a number in a cell, everything in that box can't be the same number. So once we have a 1 in here, these can't be 1s, but also there cannot be a 1 in the column or in the row. So yeah, it's all about sort of narrowing down where things can go and where things can't go. And then we have 2 extra rules on top of that, because usually Sudokus come with digits in it. You love these types of Sudokus? Nice. please do help. Feel free to to point out where you think we should start, for example. But yeah, so there are two special rules in this one. The special rule number one is these black and white dots in the grid. So the white dots are separated by just one number. So it could go, 1, 2, 3. It could go 4, 5, and 6. But
or 654, yes.
or 654, 6, 5, yes, 6, 5, 4, valid. That's how the white dots work.
Yeah.
The way the black dots work is that if this is a 4, then this could be a 2 or it could be an 8. It has to be specifically twice as much. So the black dots are fairly limiting because there are a number of numbers that 5, 7, 9 that can never be on a black dot.
In fact, a lot of these rows and even the corners can only be 1, 2, 4 or 2, 4, 8.
Yeah,
mathematics.
Yep.
Which is interesting because we have
And so yes,
you can keep explaining the rules and then
So the final rule is that we have what's called a knight's move rule. So the way that this is going to work is that if I have a 1 in here, if we go back to what I said in the beginning, then we can't have a 1 in any of these squares, and we can't have a 1 in any of these squares, right? That's because everything in its column, everything in its row. With knight's move, it also, you cannot have a 1 in any of these squares that are a knight's move away in chess. So just things get harder to place. So those are the rules. We can get started.
Okay.
So so I think what you were saying, Brandon, was anything with these sort of two black squares.
And any 3 squares linked by these 2 black dots has to be 1, 2, 4, 2, 4, 8.
Right.
The smaller number has to be in the middle. And we know that, I don't know how much this limits it, but this thing in the lower left, one of them is 1 and one of them is the other, because if they were both 2, 4, 8 or 1, 2, 4, there'd be a knight's move error. Right.
Sorry. Okay. So let me just finish. Right. So these can be in either direction, can go 1, 2, 4, or 4, 2, 1, and then in either direction could go 8, 4, 2, and vice versa. So that's sort of the thing we're going to have. So you were saying this bottom one down here, we have more info on
so
now.
Whatever's in that center section, the black dot right next to it has to be the other sequence. Otherwise, the middle numbers would be a knight's move conflict.
Yes. So we have a 1, 2, 4, 8 here, a 1, 2, 4, 8 here, and then a 2, 4. But this 2 and 4 can't be the same. Can't be the same ones. So why don't we color that? So we have a pink one and a green one.
Hey, okay.
So we don't know whether this is pink or green, but we do know that this isn't that. So okay, so that's a good place to start. Why don't we look at some other ones? So here we go. Here's another one where the centers are a knight's move away.
Yep. So
it's again. No, not that. 1, 2, 4, 8. 1, 2, 4, 8. 2, 4. Why don't I just pop around the grid and do that? So now what? Let's say 1, 2, 4, 8.
Making that bottom one. Well, I get that never mind. The white one, I was like, well, it could be 1 less or 1 more, but that gives it a pretty wide array. 9, 5, 3, 2, and 1. That doesn't limit it at all, frankly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only thing it can't be is a 6.
It can't be an 8.
No, it can't be an 8.
9 7 5 3 2 and 1. So it can't be like a 6. It can't be a 4.
Can't be a 2.
Oh no, of course not, because definitely
it
in
would
that
be
order
1, 2, 4 if it was that way.
I mean, I guess that's one thing. So like, it's either in these sort of rows, it's 1 2 4 2 4 8. So at least you can have like the 2 and the 4 not anywhere else in that row or column.
Yeah, I also just the fact that, right, so we're always going to have a 2 and a 4 in every set of 3 here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we either are going to have a 1 or an 8, but we're always going to have two out of 3 there.
Yeah, for the linear components, like that would help us, like possibly in the future, like isolate things on when it's bent like that. Like we'll need more information.
Yeah, no, but that's a really good thought. So like I want to. It is interesting, right? So like this one and this one have to be opposite. This one and this one have to be opposite. These two don't have to be opposite, but I can't like color this one in, right?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
If this is 2, 4, 8, that would mean that couldn't be a 2. Does that do anything for us?
I don't know, like not quite, I think.
Not really. Yeah.
I'm still hung up on the idea of like, since we have no numbers, is like, where's it going to start? Are we going to start with one of these spots, or are we going to be like somehow eliminate everything but like a 7 somewhere?
Yeah. So my assumption on the break-in is that it's going to be in one of these spots. Maybe it's up here, actually. The fact that these two can't be the same and these two can't be the same, is there anything we can do with that? Right, so one of these is a 2 and one of these is a 4.
Yeah.
I guess that ensures that these two aren't going to be the same, huh? Because it means that this is going to be the same as one of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that it can go in either direction is a little bit
yeah.
Is a little bit broad. Because you can't very well say, well, this has to be 8, so now this is a 9 or a 7. Like,
right.
I mean, if we knew that one was, a started with that bottom thing was a 1, we could at least say, look, we know you can't do that.
Right.
We know that one can't be a 1, because then that would be a 2, and then that would. You see what I'm saying? If the bottom of that section was a 1, the thing above it would be a 2, but the thing below it would also have to be a 2. So we at least know that isn't a 1.
Yeah.
If we could guarantee that it wasn't a 4, that'd be nice, but.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. What were you just saying? So we were just saying that this couldn't be a 1, right? We figured that out from that stuff.
Yeah.
So that means that, either this is a 1, 2, 4, or it's 2, 4, 8 either way.
Yeah. I think it makes it so the one above it can't be a 4.
It makes it so this can't be a 4, you think?
No, I'm sorry. It makes it so the one on the top can't be a 4. So that should read 1, 2, 8.
Sure. Yes. That is definitely true. That is definitely true. Can that get us more than that? I don't see more than that. I feel like it has to be down here. Just because like this sees this and this sees this. Feels like there's gotta be some amount of information that we've sort of left on the bone here.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if this will. I'm thinking about the top two there that's sort of
Hmm.
set there, and wondering if the Knights move restriction helps us at all, or if it circumstantially just doesn't matter, because since they have to be, will those numbers be separated enough anyway? I think they potentially will be. So like 2, 4.
Okay, you look at that. I'm going to see if I can get anything in the bottom left here.
Yeah, the Knights move thing won't be a concern because they won't be using the same numbers.
Yeah, and I don't have anything down here.
Hmm.
Also, maybe we just try this, can't find the break-in, and go do something else.
Oh my goodness. Oh man. I mean, we'll see how long it takes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to think of what these singular dots might tell us. Like, that's just very broad. 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 6, 4, 8. Kind of all we know out of that is like the 9 doesn't exist in those.
Or 5 or 7, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean,
this one's probably got to be 3, 6, though, right? Because it can't have two of the. We already have, 3 of these. Of these, the 1, 2, 4, 8 sort of set,
yeah.
right?
Well, if you if
We
you
already
if you
have
eyeball
those.
that, what if 8 is in the bottom of that and the top one is 4? Like, would
Yep.
that still fit?
Yep. Because then this one is 2, and so you can't have 1, 2 over here.
Yeah.
It always has to be 3, 6.
Oh, right. Yeah, because they're in the same box. Jeez. Yeah. Okay. Because like,
Oh
look at the row.
Jesus! Hold on. Yeah. That's what we had figured this out, right? So in every 2 out of 3, I said this earlier, and I then didn't apply it to anything. So in every box here, both the 2 and the 4 have to be in here, right? In this set of
Yeah.
3, no matter which
Hmm.
way it goes, it's going to have both the 2 and the 4. So this cannot
Yeah.
be a 2 or a 4. It's a 1 or an 8, and so that
Yeah.
makes this uh, can't be a 1 or an 8. It has to be either a 2 or a 4, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Right? Because now it goes 1, 2, 4, or it goes 2, 4, 8. Now
Okay.
we have 2, 4 here. Guess what? Now these can't be 2, 4. Now
Yeah.
we do the same, it becomes the same thing up here. So that's now can't be a 1 and an 8. It's a 2, 4 again.
Yep.
We can do the same trick over here, right? So this becomes a 2, 4. So we can't have 2 or 4 in that one. So this one has to be 2 or 4. Okay.
The way
And
in which that's
now,
angled, one of them is like essentially attacking the other. So I don't know if we can. Yeah.
yeah, well, so now we actually can do this thing that I was saying, oh, it'd be fun if we could do this before, right?
Yeah.
Because now this is a knight's move away, so this can't be the same 2, 4. And this is a knight's move away, so this can't be the same 2, 4.
Yep.
We can glance over on this side, right? This 2, 4 and this 2, 4 see each other, so that has to be
Yep.
green. That has to be pink.
Yep.
And
And then our
then,
knight moves up
yep.
there.
And so it has to do that and has to do that.
Okay.
Okay. All right. We're getting somewhere.
Yeah, we took
Uh,
we took some chunks. We chunked some chunks out of the.
no. So 2, 4 and 2, 4 means that this can't be a 2 or a 4. So this one has to be a 2 or a 4. That becomes purple. We look over here. This becomes the
Yeah.
1, 8 again. This
Yeah.
becomes a 2, 4. So this is green.
I think at the bottom left, we might be able to. Now, I know you can't say this is either the 1 or the 8, so eliminate both the 1 and the 8 just by that logic alone. But I think you might be able to, since one of them has to be that. Do you see what I'm saying? Like,
So
it's like
yeah.
so.
No,
There's
there's
a logical
definitely something
fallacy if
here.
you say if it's possible. So I feel like you might be able to crack in with that.
Yeah. So I think
whether or not that's a 4-2-1 or a 2-4-8, it's going to be one. Well, it's going to be one of those,
right?
But if you then said like, okay, no, because then if it's an 8, then it could be 1-2-4, and if it's a 1, it would be 2-4-8. So you can't eliminate one or the other because they're all.
I can do it. I can do it. Okay, so now we have another thing that we can do, right? So we're looking at this 1-8 that is connected to stuff, right? So we have 2-4, 2-4, and 1-8. That's now what our little triples are. So this 2-4 is the purple one to the green one to whatever connects to the green one, right? So if this is 4, then this is 8. If this is 2, then this is 1. But this connects to the green one.
Sure.
Let's call it orange, right? This one connects to the purple one.
The angry man's green.
Yeah. This one connects to the purple one. So, these two have to, and also their knights move away from each other. So, like, all the reasons, these two have to be different. Okay.
Yes.
So if it connects to the purple, right, then this connects to the purple. So this square right here is getting stared at by both the orange and the blue here. So it can't be orange, it can't be blue, it can't be green, it must be purple. That's the only thing that is left. And then this thing over here is orange. And now we have even more pretty colors. Okay. So now what? We're getting places.
Can we do anything with the other 1-8s on the right side?
So let's see. They're both blue. Oh, they're both blue. And so this one being blue, also in sector. Oh no, that's earlier. Hell yeah, progression, absolutely. So yeah, so this being blue,
so
we know
that
these
cut
can't
purple
be
links to a blue. Okay.
Right. Yeah, because center purple always leads to blue. So now there's no blue in here. So there is a blue in here. But there being no blue in here, can that do this? So blue, so we need an orange up here.
Yeah.
And then
help me out. Do we know if logistically these are linked? Like, can we call these purple and green centered blocks up there? Like,
right. And that's I think that's what I'm coming to is that so this means that this is green because one of these two is orange. Yeah, one of these two is orange, so the center has to be green. So that means the center has to be purple here. Sector 2 has the central as a green. Yeah, the other way around. Yeah. Ender's confirming.
The two of you have just about left me behind at the last dock for logic, but
okay. No. Okay, so let's talk it through real quick. So I think looking down here is the best way to sort of get it for me anyway. So we don't know if this is a 2 or a 4, but because of that, we don't know that if this is a 1 or an 8. But like these are puzzle pieces that connect together, right?
Yeah.
And similarly, these are puzzle pieces. So the fact that we have this blue one here means that none of these can be blue.
Right.
Because we already have a blue
because they are linked. Yes.
Yeah. So none of these three can have a blue. So it needs to be a one with green in the middle and purple on the side, as opposed to purple on the middle and green on the side.
The thing we haven't determined is which order that's going, because they still have options. Okay.
Yeah. And so now I'm wondering.
I get how the puzzle pieces are like, how you can apply that puzzle piece logic to these.
Yeah. Okay. And so now I'm wondering if this is what's going to give it to us, because I'm wondering if the fact that this can only be an 8 means that this can't, or no. If it's
that's a good question, because
yeah,
if we're following the same puzzle piece rules, like we already knew that couldn't be a blue, because so like trying to apply Knight's Move logic to it, I think doesn't give us anything additional.
Yeah, you're right.
Unfortunately,
you're right. Oh, it felt like it might though.
Yeah, it did feel like. I mean, for a brief minute there.
Okay, so yeah. So now what? We know that one of those two has to be blue. That doesn't do much for us.
I think we know the center line of of sector 3 is like 579. I don't know if that helps us at all, but like, that's where those odd numbers are going.
Yeah. Where? The fact that one of those two has to be orange, does that do anything for us? Not really. Okay. How about the fact that one of these two needs to be purple? Does that do anything for us? I'm just looking at colors by if that's purple, then that needs to be blue. Is that a problem? Not really. Yeah, not really. All right.
No, yeah. Well, I mean, it's worth commenting. Like, let's see what that would be. So let's say, just look at that real quick. Let's say if that was like, let's say if the bottom one in the black was purple. If it was 2, the one above it has to be 1. I think it can. That still technically works, because it can't be 4, because the green's looking at that as well.
Right. So yeah, if this is not 3-6, then it's gonna be purple down here and blue right there. Right?
Yeah.
It's one of those two. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's actually kind of important to note, because the purple and the green are querying all of those rows and columns. So we know that one of those corners, like the top corner, is going to be either purple or green, and the bottom one is going to be the other. So we know where our 2 4s lie in that. This hollow box is a 2 4. The top corner is a 2 4.
Sorry, you lost me there. Say that again.
Okay, so we're talking about this in pinks and greens. Pinks and greens refer to 2 and 4, right?
Yeah.
So, so we know that since all of that is querying the sector 1 here, we know our 2 of those 2 corners that they're I don't know what the term.
Oh, I see. Like okay. Hold on. What you just said makes total sense. But I just see the next step in it, which is here are all of the squares that green cannot go.
I think can green not go in the bottom left?
It can't, because of the Knight's Move.
Yeah.
So this one up here has to be green, which is interesting. And so now we can do the same exercise
with to be pink.
Yeah. So this one has to be pink, and so this one has to be blue. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
And that's going to tell us which one is 2 and which one is 4. That thing up there is going to tell us which is 2 and which is 4. That's fun. You ready for this? Okay.
Okay.
So if this is, let's say that green is 2. Oops.
Sure.
No. Let's say that green is 2. That means that this is 4 and that's 8, right?
Has to be, yeah.
What goes in these squares?
It has to be 3 and 4.
And it can't be 4 because we already have 4. It's down here.
Yep.
And you can't go 2, 3, 2. So, and it is in fact the opposite way. So that's a 4, that's a 2, that's a 1, and now we can do a little bit of filling in.
Yeah. That makes that top section 5, 6.
2.
Right, because it can't be 3, 2.
Those are all 1s. Those are both 8s. Yep. And that goes 5 and 6. That's going to push over here and give us a 3 and a 6. Yeah.
Hey, Red.
All right. Hey, Red. Welcome in. We just broke it open. We broke this thing wide open, I tell you. All right. So
yeah, it's definitely cracked. I think maybe I had to open one of those the really tiny cans of tomato paste. Where like a regular crank can opener can't fully interface with it. It keeps getting stuck. I had to open one of those. That's how I feel we're at now. We've got it mostly open, but we still have to punch in a couple more spots before we actually get everything.
You're not wrong. All right, so this being a 4, we know that this is not a 1. And this is not a 4. You know that that's not the 2, and that's not a 2. This can't be an 8, so it must be a 1. It's going 1, 2, 4.
That has to be an 8. That has to be 2, 4, 8 from the top down because the 2.
Yes, because this 2 is looking at that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
like
this is
either a 9
either
or 7.
Yeah, 7 or a 9. I wonder if that's going to be something that, like, if this is a like this dot and this, because like we're almost out of given information, right? Like this is almost at the now the puzzle.
It's just Sudoku.
Yeah, now it sort of goes this way.
I mean, it's night move Sudoku, but like
yeah, I think this is going to be the thing that saves us from not knowing whether this is a 7 or a 9.
Yeah, probably. After all that, yeah.
Okay, so let's look at 1s. We can color them all blue. So we have 1, 1. So it has to go there.
Hey,
that's a 1. Boom, boom, boom. That one now needs to be a 1 because we have these 2 and that one.
Yep.
And then down here it goes there. And that's all of the 1s done.
Right. 1s are done. It rhymes.
Let's look at 2s, shall we? So we have 1 up there. Are we missing any 2s? Do we just have all the 2s? Probably.
It looks like we have all the 2s.
We just have all the 2s. Okay, great. Is it the same with 4s? I'm sort of assuming at this point.
Yeah, it's the same with the 4s.
Where they all go? Okay, great.
I guess we're gonna look at 8s.
Yeah, let's look at 8s. So
we've got a little bit of that.
Yeah, so in this one we can see where the 8 is from all of those things. So an 8 goes there. And then in the middle here, this is knights moving, saying we can't look at any of those ones. And then those are missing. So we have that 8 there. Let's see. I'm going to make them all pretty again.
Yeah, I'm liking that.
All right. Okay, maybe over here we can't do any of those. Okay, so one of these, so an 8 goes in one of these 2 spots, right?
Yep.
And that means that this one can't be an 8. and
So
this says that can't be, and it also says, also just knight's move says that can't be
So
an 8.
yeah,
So that has to be.
that makes it a little easier. Huh? Take it.
Yep. All right, and then so one of these two down here is an 8. But I don't think we have enough information to see which now. But one of those two is an 8, and then I guess the only thing that says is that none of those can be 8s. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Top column also puts it there. It's still going to be in one of two spaces. It has to be in this. Actually, no, I think that might give it to us because
Oh yeah. Right.
So knowing that it has to be in this column, we know it can't be in that column quickly enough.
Can't be that one. So that has to be an 8. And now we know that of these two, it can't be that square. So now that's the 8. Good eye on that. And now we got the 8s done.
All right.
I don't know. Let's try 6s. We have 2 of those.
Yeah. What do we have for 6s? Yeah.
All right. So 6 and 6 block off these ones, and then knight's move says that can't be, so that has to be a 6.
Mm-hmm. This is what I was going to say about like when he said, "Oh, we can't do a knight move." That's even trickier. No, the more rules you have in Sudoku, the easier it is. Like, oh, it has to be this. Oh, then it has to be like.
There definitely does come a point of no return with that. I feel like, where eventually there are enough rules where it's just sort of like, okay, sure, I have lots of information, but what information do I use right now?
Yeah.
I don't see where to go next with 6s. I don't think.
We have like a little bit of knight's move action here. We know in the middle, in sector 5, I guess it'll only be one of the corners. But that does that help us at all?
Not really.
It tells us the row. Should we fill it in and just see? Because it is info. Oh no, let's fill it in.
Because it could be any of these 3, right?
Yeah, it's a multi-axis. So yeah, like what does it do for us?
Okay, we know that these two have to be either a 7 or a 9.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
So we may get to color 7-9 pairs at some point. And then, so what is this? This is either a 7, a 9, or a 5.
5.
Yeah. So what's missing here? This is 5,
More
7,
7s
9.
and 9s, right? Yeah.
So we need a 3 and a 5. I wonder if this becomes another coloring puzzle on top of the first one.
Maybe.
Maybe. It might. All right. Let's see. Where else can we go? I guess the fact that this can only be a 5, 6, 7. Is that anything? Not really.
I mean, yeah, because we can't eliminate the 5, 6, and 7 out of the other spots. We need to find it. So
right, yeah. Okay.
We can't very well be like it's likely the 3 and 9 will be always. That's not how it works.
Ooh, 6s? No.
Well, I mean, we know that the 6 is going to be.
It has to be one of those two.
Yeah.
And then one of those two, and then one of these 4.
Hang on, we don't have in this. Eighth.
No, what do you see something? Because I think I do.
Just that in this 8th row, we haven't set up a location for the 6.
Yeah. So let's look at that, right? So that can't be a 6 because of that one up there. That can't be a 6 because of that one up there. This one can't be a 6.
Yeah, I think we
because we fucked up.
I don't think we fucked up. We just haven't we have incomplete information. The 3 or 5 thing, I think it might be.
Yes, this could be. So in fact, yeah, no. It's just that I was wrong. That's either a 3 or a
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
Okay. Shoot.
But I mean, does that give us anything?
I was about to think that it did, because I was about to do a whole thing about like, okay, this, like, where does the 6 go? If it's only these 2 spots, then this spot
Yeah.
touching that spot does something.
Yeah. We still might have something there though. Like, let's.
Oh, this is easy though. Okay, no, we have this 6. This 6 says that
Yeah.
one of these 2 has to be 6, right?
Yeah.
And that means that none of these can be 6, because this one
Yep.
is taking this column already. And so Knight's Move says this one can't be a 6, so that one has to be.
Okay.
Bam. Easy.
Bam. Gives us 6.
Gives us 1,
Mm-hmm.
Nope, and that's where that logic stops.
Yep.
One of those is a 6. All right, I thought it was broken wide open. Maybe there's still a little bit left to do.
Yeah. We know that this, I mean, via Knight's move. Yeah. So we don't know that's a 6. I'm just trying to think if the Knight 6s help us at all anywhere, and I don't quite see it yet.
Yeah.
Don't see that helping us yet. See, we don't have enough 5s to do just 5 logic.
No, can we do anything with 5 logic? Not even. Yeah, no, not really. So no, 5s don't look like it. So maybe it is just that we're looking at 6s, right? Okay, so those can't be a 6. That can't be a 6. So one of these 3 has to be a 6. If one of these 3 has to be a 6, does that say anything about 6s in these 4 spots? It can never be here. This cannot be a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't really help us though. Any of those 3 could be still.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out if like we can isolate if we know the 6 exists in like one of those rows in sector 9, but we kind of don't. Not yet.
No, not really. Is there... Where do I need to be looking for this? What's a square that just has a lot of different squares looking at it that we have some amount of info for? Like, is there anything that... No. Gets seen.
I feel like we've finally gotten to the point where like, yes, now it is a hard Sudoku.
Yeah. Now it's back to being hard again. All right, maybe... What does this tell us? This is either a 7 or a 9. It means that this isn't the same thing as that. That's all it really tells us.
Yeah, but since it could still be a 5, like what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Both of those are a 5.
We have enough. We only have the 1 5, and it's not reaching. It's reaching like one Knight spot, so it's like.
Okay. I think I do actually have some really... All right, so let's look at 5s. In this box, where can a 5 go? It can go here or here, right?
Yes.
It can't go here because of that one, doing a Knight's move. All
Sure.
right, so these 2... So a 5 has to be in one of these 2 squares, right?
Yeah.
So this can never be a 5 because it has Knight's move to both of those. Right. And one of them has to be a 5, so this one can't be. So one of these 3 has to be a 5. no, this could still be a 5. Shoot. I was like, oh, this is the only place a 5 can go. But no, that one can also be a 5.
I'm starting to feel like that's what's going to be necessary. Like, is that kind of track?
That far out? Yeah, I hope not.
I mean,
I thought I was about to be really clever.
yeah. This is the part of the Da Vinci Code where Tom Hanks must be like, oh, fuck, I'm just going to break this over my knee. Here it is. This is what you were looking for. This particular shard of glass.
All right. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 5, 7, or 9. Right?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if we're going to be able to do something with 5. All right, let's look at 5, 7, 9s and places that they have to go, right? So
yeah,
that one's either no, because the 6 doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I guess so. This one can never be a 6. So 6 is either there or there. I don't think that does anything though.
Yeah, since it's across multiple axes, we can't say that like over in Sector 7, like the 6 has to be the top row. If we could just do that, then we could just start picking off 6s.
Right? So
yeah, 3, 5, 7, 9 conundrum. Like that's
right.
what everything needs because we got all the most of the evens do it all these black dots. Let's see, 3.
What goes up here? This is a 7, 3, 7, 9.
3, 7, 9. Yeah.
Okay. So 3 and 7 and 9. All no, they don't. No. They all see that square.
Yeah, because they're all in a corner.
Yeah. That's not actually useful.
What's this center column need? 3, 5, 7, 9?
Yeah. All the odds.
Yeah. And then what's the 2 other numbers that that bottom square need? It needs a 3, 7, 9, and then a 5 and a 3, 5, 7, 9 and a 6. Yeah, we kind of do that.
Okay. All right. Here's the place that I'm gonna try. No, it's still because I can't separate those two for sure. Just like this one can't be the same as either of those two.
Yeah.
Right? So it's sort of interesting to me.
Yeah, one will be a 7, one will be a 9, and then one will be a 5.
Yeah, one of those two is a 5, and that's either a 7 or a 9. But yeah, fuck. Oh, I feel like we're 1, maybe 2 steps.
Yeah,
You know,
clicks
like
in the can.
Yeah,
clicks in
just
the can.
figuring out which exact spot needs to get sort of broken open.
Trying to link this 7, 9, 5 triple they were looking at across the way, because that means it's just Sudoku, like a 7 or a 5 or a 9 is going to look at that, and then it'd be nice if the 3 was there, or it could be elsewhere. So it's not like...
Yeah, I guess these are all...
Thank you.
Good night, Ansel. Yeah. I understand.
2, 6.
Okay. This isn't big, but here's something, I think. So 5, 7, and 9, right? All look at this square. These two are in the same box. This one is that.
Sure.
Right? So this can't be a 5, 7, or a 9. Can't be 1, 2, 4, or 6. So this has to can't be 1, 2, 4, 8 rather. So this is again a 3, 6.
Okay.
And this becomes a 5, 7, 9.
Okay.
And that does some things across here. So the way I was looking at it was, the way I got there was, I was looking at this and saying, where can 9 go here?
Yeah.
And the fact that this can't be a 9 means that one of these two has to be a 9. So that's not a 9. That's not a 9. We now know that that's not a 3. That's not a 3. That's not a 6.
Which means that has to be a 6.
That has
one
to
of
be
those has
6.
to. Yeah, one of those has to be a 6.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
That'll get the 6 in sector 7 here, because that's by ninth move and rows.
Yep. So now we can get rid of that one, and then this becomes a 6, and then that's the 3, and up here this becomes a 6, and this becomes a 3. Okay. Do we have all the 6s now? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So nope, it has to go there as our final 6. What color does 6 get? 6, you're just gray.
Brutal.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
That felt good. Do we have anything to do? Can we do anything with 3s at this point? Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, a decent amount of them, but not quite.
Yeah. All right. So we got some. So are we only dealing with odd numbers now? We got all the 2, 4, 6s and 8s. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we got some odds to deal with. So I don't know. The fact that, where do we want to start with that then?
I'm trying to find some way to crack in on 5s.
Oh, here's something. So these two are, so we have a 3. So this is just 5, 7, 9. So that means that one of these two has to be a 3. Which puts the 3 up here. Which doesn't break anything.
Yeah.
Yep. Come on. You're so close.
Yeah.
You're so close, I can taste it.
There's so few places left where the night move helps us.
I know. We used up all of the helpful night move stuff with the
Yeah.
opening, I feel like.
We might be able to get it because all those white spaces down in the lower left, like each of those is linked to one box via night move. Well, the corner
Oh
bits are
yeah.
linked too.
Right. So
So there's something there.
okay. That's not a bad place to start looking. All right, so that can't be a 5. That can't be a 5. Those 3 is a 5. Do anything. It says do anything. 3, 5, 7, 9. Except that's not a 5.
Hmm. Phew.
So this square sees both of these. So this square can't actually be a 3 because we know that that one is. I don't think that does anything for us, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because it just says one of
No.
those two needs to be a 5, but doesn't cancel anything out.
Yeah.
Hmm. Oh, this is a bummer because I really
Yeah.
enjoyed the opening logic, right? Like
Yeah,
the
I really thought by now like this would have been like sort of fully snapped, but it's amazing that like
Mhm.
there's another like right here, there's another barrier.
yeah.
Takes a
It
few
feels
punches
like
to get through all of these cinder blocks.
well, it feels like this is something where, you would hope um just because you can solve it, just because the puzzle does solve from here doesn't mean you can't throw in an occasional like give us another white dot somewhere just to help us out a little,
Yeah.
finish up the cleanup.
hmm Yeah, this like I've never been stellar at Sudoku to be honest. I thought I was good, and then I realized like no, they get harder than the stuff that you see in the newspaper. And like I like there's like one punch point I think is going to snap this open for us, but just like finding where that is,
Yeah.
what sort of origami is going to need to wrap this.
Yeah, I'm willing to give it another minute or two, but I
Sure.
would not
Yeah.
mind jumping to the B just to clear our heads.
Yeah. If we didn't have an audience, I'd go and get a sandwich and come back and we'd finish this. Damn it. But
I mean, the struggle is real.
yeah.
The struggle is real.
I'm trying to apply like regular Sudoku, like okay, cross like row column block logic, this number, like, and that's like it needs more. Like it
Yeah.
needs an additional. It's going to need an additional step.
Yeah. No, it's got to be just something where, some square gets seen by four other squares, but in different things or whatever. And it's like, oh,
Yeah,
here we go. This one has to be a 9. Holla,
yeah,
huzzah! Everything falls apart.
yeah. I mean, Where's the weakest points? The top row. That's just a 7 or a 9.
Hmm.
column 8 is 5, 7, or 9. Like those are the things that are like the most complete in just like row column form. Row 2 is a 3, 7, 9, but where can you apply that 7?
Yeah.
You don't have any 7s down. 7 doesn't even have a color. I guess nor does 9, which is kind of wild.
Yeah.
Do we have a 5? We have at least one 5, don't we? Didn't we? I thought, yeah.
This
top
one
left.
up top. Yeah.
Yeah. For all the good it's doing us.
It's just telling us that that's a 3, 7, 9, right? Those are all 4.
It'd be great if that middle one was there, because then we just get the 5 in the it gives us like the 5 in the entire middle section. Yeah, I mean, is that significant? Like,
yeah, I feel like it's either up here or up here is where our aha needs to come from.
I mean, I think our what ifs need to start going in. Like, if this is a 5, follow it all the way down and see if you hit a roadblock.
Yeah, we could bifurcate. We could do that.
Yeah. I love how, like, I'd be like, what if we did this thing and then follow this, like, and it's like, there's a word for it. Of course there's a word for it.
Yeah.
God, I love esoteric lexicons.
All right, you know what? Let's try it though. I feel like we haven't made much progress in a minute.
Yeah, it's
so
10:32. It's about B time, so
this is either a
okay.
7
So how do
or a
you
9.
bifurcate in a way that doesn't screw up your notation? Is there like a thing
You
you can
just
apply?
you go through it and then you hit undo. That's the beauty of that's the beauty of
Oh,
doing it online.
okay.
So do we want to make this a 7 or 9?
Is that where we want to crack it?
I think so, because 7, 9
Okay.
is just where we know.
Yeah.
I mean,
To be honest, I kind of wanted to crack open the 5.
you want
This
what?
pops
This
up.
to be a 5
Not.
or
Oh no,
what?
no, that one. I wanted to like.
This if
I
this
wanted to
one's
say
a
like.
5, then what?
Because well, if that one's a 5, then bottom square or sector 8, the top right on that is a 5, and that makes this in the middle section, the mid left, a 5. Like, there's a lot of ways that falls down.
Sure. So we're putting a 5 there. It goes and puts a 5 there, puts a 5 there. It
5
puts
in
the
the
5
middle
over
left. Yeah,
there. Yep.
that
So
makes that a
that makes
7.
that a 7. One of those two is
And
going to be a
that forces
5.
that
That
middle
one
section
can't be a 5.
yeah.
So
That's
one
now
of
a
these
9. Column 6.
column.
In the middle block, on the right side, that's a 9 now. That completes
Yep.
that whole row.
Yep. Let's keep doing 5s. So this one can't be a 5. So one of these two has to be a 5. So that means this one has to be a 5. That would mean that this one up here has to be the 5, which means that these two can't be a 5, and the puzzle's
middle one
broken.
is it? The middle one just becomes oh, right, because of the top column. Yeah.
Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. So.
Yep. So that's.
So that one's the 5.
Of course it is, because that's way harder.
And then that means that that one's not a 5. So this one is the 5. This one means that this is not the 5. And this one is the 5.
Yep.
That means that's not a 5. That's not a 5. Let's see, where else? This one.
Middle box left isn't a 5.
Yep, so that means that one is a 5. Means that one over there is a 7, which makes that one a 9. That says that neither of those two is a 9, or that matter. None of those are 9s. This 5 says that's not a 5. This 3, 7 says that this is a 9, which means that that's the 9. So that's the 7. That's the 3. And I bet from here, this plays out.
Yeah, it's starting to look good.
That becomes a 7. This 3 sees that one, so that needs to be a 9, and we need to put the 3 there. This 3 then looks over here and down there, so that's the 3.
We bifurcating, baby.
We bifurcating, baby.
That's a 5.
Yep, so that just needs to be the 9, because that's the 5, that's the 3, that's the 7. This stares up here and says that this is the 9, and that's the 7. That says that that's the 9, and that's the 7. That looks good. That becomes a 5. What are we missing? We have the 9 and the
it sees the 9.
3, so 7. Yep.
Yeah.
What do we have here? We've still got 3 and 5. Nope, 3 and 9 to go. 9 looks over there, says no. That's our 3. That's our 9. That's not a 5, and it's not a 3. It must be a 7. So this is now 3, 5. That 3 says that's the 5, and that's the 3. This is 9. That becomes the 7. Oh, 5 and 9 left. That's the 9. That's the 5. And hey, it looks good to me. Whoo! We got there.
We got there.
We got there. Boy, did it take us a minute, but we got there. I believe chat has gone to bed for the most part.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, you know what? I mean, this is your show, but I am going to be, hey, chat, like, how did it feel working with a numbers puzzle in Josh Solved? I've been trying to get Josh to do, like, just stuff like this. I've been trying to sneak in some MIT puzzles, which, vary in difficulty and time, because, like, it could take anywhere from 20 to 100 minutes. But, like, how did this feel from a spectator?
Hours.
Or hours. Oh, yeah. Like, someone's like, go to bed, wake up, have breakfast. There's actually a list of things you should do instead of solving puzzles as a recharge. It's like do some or all of these things.
I think the answer to your question, Brandon, is that most of chat has left. I'm happy that we did that. I'm happy we solved it. It took us, an amount of time that is more than I thought it would be, but not significant. Yeah. I thought we would be more in the 45-minute range.
Same.
But yeah, it was tricky. The fact that we had to bifurcate at the end, is a bit of a bummer for me, but is also something where I don't know.
I can see why that is too. Because like it's technically we solved based off of a guess that we had to vet, but I don't know. Like
it
didn't feel as good, I think, but also like it was sort of like apply the logic and then we found the spot. Like
for me it's like solve the puzzle the way you want to solve it and the way that gives you gives you joy. And so
it is done pleases me. For
me, the joy sometimes when I'm solving these Sudokus, like, so this one I got, as I do for most, from cracking the cryptic. They do stuff on YouTube, and there are definitely times that back when I was doing these much more regularly that I would get to the point that we got to where we have all the 1, 2, 4s and 8s sort of colored, and then when it's sort of like, okay, fuck, now what, really? Like, there's how are we still stuck? Sometimes I would go, if I stared at it for half an hour and couldn't get anywhere, like I would go and watch the YouTube video and just see how the guy who
Kinda did
does
it, yeah.
2 of them every day.
Yeah.
You know, where his next step was, and once I get that one next step, then great. Let's see if I can do it from there.
Yeah.
So,
A few more people coming back into the chat. Hey, we finished it, everyone.
yeah,
We're about to do the B.
we're gonna do the B. So, yeah, listen, I don't mind doing this every once in a while. I feel like Brandon, you being the person who has pushed me to do a little bit more variety, being here, I'm glad to do it.
Yeah.
Um,
Next time I'm on, and again, I look forward to it every time I get to be on. Maybe we'll just do like a cryptic, only 1 in 8 clues are like in Spanish or something like that. Seems like come back to that, or better yet, I don't. We've done one acrostic, you and I. I generally disliked the acrostics, but maybe we'll do one that strikes us.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's usually what indie stuff have I seen recently. You know, like what has been getting compliments from other people.
Ha. Good way of doing it.
But yeah, all right, let's be.
Let's be.
On your mark, get set, I'll go. I don't see the thing. I see Moxie.
Monoxide.
Monoxide. Nice,
there it is.
Don.
I tried to get it typed before I said it because that's the official way of doing it. I think Red's asleep. Supreme, Lord Ender, I think tapped out. Whoever's else.
I think Ender was trying the puzzle on their own, which I totally understand. Yeah, moon, noon, mood.
You already got onion.
Onion, good.
Doom.
Neon.
Ooh.
Mono just by itself, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Diode and node.
Oh yeah. Diode and node.
None. Not the most fun one, but
you know, we need all kinds.
Demon.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to think of like clever words like Mundi. It's like, nope, that's not a word.
Well, I'm like, is Domine? Dominion,
Yeah.
Dominion, and then Minion. There's some cleverer words.
Domino.
Oh yeah, of course. Did I take Dodo? I do take Dodo.
Oxen.
What was that?
Oxen. Yeah, did I smash my mic?
Oxen.
Yeah,
a little bit. Yep, oxen, definitely.
I'm trying to think if there's
Omen.
If there's OChem terms that I'm missing, like amine, but that doesn't have an O, and we don't have an A.
Right.
But like anything else?
Eminu.
Yeah. Demo. Do you get demo?
Oh no, I don't think I did. Good job.
Is Modon a word? I'm pretty sure that's like a D&D monster.
Like, yeah, it's not one I know, but it doesn't mean that it's not a word.
Maybe I'm thinking of monads. I know. Every now and again, when people tell the craziest and dumbest things in the D&D Fiend Folio and monster collections, there's like a species that's all just math. Like there's the like it's seriously like there's like the one patriarch and it's like a big pyramid followed by like 12 generals, 144 lieutenants, whatever 144 times 12 is. Like it just goes down.
Right.
There's the monads. Someone thought they were real clever at paging that out.
The Noid, obviously. No, I'm not gonna give us that.
Doo-doo. Is that a word?
Doo-doo.
Doo-doo.
No. We have just mode. No. And dome.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard getting all the words.
Yeah.
Let's hit the button. Mix it up a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think they'll give it to us, but docs, they take
Oh,
docs
okay,
now.
all right.
All
yeah.
right. Okay.
Okay. Did you get, yeah, Moxie's there.
Yeah. Moxie was the first thing I saw.
Could you try Doxy? I don't think it's spelled, but Doxy's another term for a fairy.
Like that?
Yeah, but it's usually spelled with a Y.
What about Dixie? Oh, it doesn't have the O, obviously. Obviously.
I was like, common? No. But what about Mammon or Domin? Nope. Just trying to slam all the letters together.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you did. Yeah.
That's how this works. Just slam some letters together, and then occasionally you're like, oh, yeah, moneyed. That's a word.
Yeah, what about Indo? It's an abbreviation. It's like a prefix, but...
Yeah. Endo either.
I'm sure there's some double letter stuff. We're just missing it.
The fact that we don't have any EXs is also a little interesting to me.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I would think that... But I don't, exode, I don't think it's a word.
Nixon?
That is a very proper name.
Exxon as well.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just riff on like how many companies and names just include an X. Oxo. It's 3 letters, but it is a company that makes kitchen gadgets.
They sure do.
Dino? You got Dino on there?
Oh, no. I might take Dino. They are taking Dino.
Yeah. Moody. That's with the Y.
Yeah, right. I want it to... I do feel like there are some in there that I definitely know, and I'm not seeing them.
As in the Mason-Dixon line, or is that just more proper noun nonsense?
I'm pretty sure that that's just proper noun, but I will write in pretty much anything that is suggested. You know, since we are down below the usual,
yeah.
Let's go ahead and look at what our hints are. So let's see. There are only 2 words that start with I. There are 20 that start with D and 14 that start with M. So we got a lot of M's to go, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one that starts with X, and that just knowing that it's there makes me remember what it is.
You said how many? There's like, you said there's 20 that start with D?
There are 20 that start with D and 14 that start with M.
Okay, so we're like halfway on both of those, basically.
Yeah. And there's a 6 and a 7-letter N word that we don't have. Nominee.
Nominee.
Okay, there we go. So yeah, just a lot of D words left. And a couple of M's.
See, dude, demon, domino, dominion. Deed, which doesn't have an O. Deem, which doesn't have an O. I'm trying, for some reason, I'm hoping just saying words that don't have O's will stimulate our.
A demon.
Do we not have done? Just straight up DONE?
Really? Wow. Nope. Didn't have that one.
An offshoot of my favorite color, indigo. Getting punchy. So we got diode. Are there other like?
Geez, but what? We don't have things like demoed. Let's see.
No ED.
Domed. What are some EDs we didn't put on?
Technically mooned, like doomed.
Did you say mooned?
Mooned, yeah. As in someone. I don't know if neon is a thing, like a neon sign. Nah. Yeah.
I don't think so, but I write it. I write anything down.
This dish, it is onioned. It is perfectly onion.
It's been not moded, but modded. Oh, come on, that's totally
I'll give it to you. Are we missing some DE? Like we got the EDs. What about DEs? Like not a lot of verbs or adjectives. Like
only 4 DEs. It's 13 DOs though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 4 more DO words at least. Not at least, exactly that many. Do we do just dioxide?
Oh, maybe we didn't. We got monoxide, but not dioxide. Oh man.
Come on, she's a national treasure. A modem.
Yeah,
that's a word.
It's an acronym, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, not fully. It's modular data something. You know what? That I will Google.
You are more than welcome to.
I mean, I have a supercomputer right here.
I know.
Oh, it's modulator, demodulator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know if that counts as an acronym. Mo plus dem.
Yeah. Did I get nodded? There we go. Genius. Again, we're great at this.
Yeah, we're awesome. Man.
We did it. All right. My friend, that was wonderful. Thanks for coming on, as always.
Thanks for having me. This was delightful. I will say it was great doing the Sudoku. I'm glad we did it. And between the two of us, it was a bit of a lonelier bee, but I'm glad we finally got there.
We got there.
The skull puzzle stands out as like That was
Yeah.
Them's was the vibes I was searching for. I don't think if we
Yeah.
did it like if we did this in reverse order, I wouldn't be as enthralled to do a skull puzzle.
Legit. That is fair. All right, my
But this
friend.
was a lovely night.
Yeah, this was a lovely night.
Sure.
If there's anybody still watching, thanks so much. I will say it one last time, joshsolves.com. There is a new puzzle up, and there's going to be a new cryptic up in the next week or so. I just need to finish figuring out what the last 5 words are going to be. But once I do that, then we have a new one. So yeah, be on the lookout. Shoot me an email at joshsolves@gmail.com. Brandon, any final words?
I don't particularly have anything to plug, like for myself, but I'm playing a really fun. If you're into text adventure games, a friend of mine who's an author has a friend who's also an author made something called Beyond the Chiron Gate. It's on sale for $8. Pay more if you want to. Cool. I got a huge kick out of it. Other than that, keep doing what you love, everybody. Enjoy life because that's what it's for.
Yeah. All right, friends. Have a great night, and I will see you next Tuesday. This is Josh Solves.